Today's tip is around confused customers don't buy. So what on earth does that mean? Basically, when we overcomplicate the sales process, we get less sales. We see it a lot with campaigns and things. We put out maybe a marketing campaign where there's, say, 4 options for a customer to proceed with you versus a campaign with 1 option. Often the campaign with only 1 option will actually get more sales because it's really clear for people to know what to do rather than sit there and think about it for a moment, and that moment they're already distracted and off on the next thing. So basically just make it really clear for customers to know exactly what to do with you to proceed towards a sale. So if your business sells direct to consumer, then just let the consumer know what's the best option, the best product or something. Like sometimes on websites, how you see there might be 3 levels of options and it'll say recommended or most popular. Just always making it really easy for customers to know if they're consumer style customers. And if your customers are business, so your B2B style business, once again, make it really easy for them to know how to proceed. If you're like a consultant, or the best package, or the easiest way that you or the best way that you work with people, especially if you are a consultant where there's so many variables and people don't know exactly what you're going to do, what you aren't going to do, and you're making up the price. So try and make the way you work as tangible as possible in terms of like a package or a program or a process that you take people through. And then if you're selling wholesale, let's say you're a manufacturer of a product that sells to retail stores, a good way to go with that is make it really clear for the stores to know which product is the best seller for you, because obviously the stores want to know that the product's going to move for them. And also a great way to help you sell into the stores is let them know which products you're about to do marketing campaigns for. So let's say if I approached a store and I'm a hat manufacturer and I said, here we go, shop owner, this is the best selling hat we have, the blue hat at the moment, and we're about to do a full-on marketing campaign for the blue hats to help you sell the blue hats. Basically, we're going to be looking after marketing these things and giving a big push for these products for you, so it's going to help you move them off the shelves, and that'll be something that the shop owners will be interested in as well. So there you go, that's a tip for today. We're going to go and check out Martina now, aren't we?
Yeah.
See what Martina's up to, and she's going to also share a tip around what images are working the best at the moment on social media. So a really cool tip here from one of the Basic Bananas team members.
Hey guys, I just want to give you some tips today in regards of picking the best pictures for Instagram. And when it comes to photography, the most important thing is that we really want to tell a story through our images. So when it comes to social media, we always have to make sure to, for example, pick a theme in the beginning. I have some example for you. So for ocean lovers, for example, we have obviously ocean awareness as a theme. So all our posts are not just related to our products, but they really want to create a lifestyle or a mood. So if you scroll down, everything has the same color, has the same vibe. Then the photos are bright and engaging, and everything comes to ocean, so they're pretty blue. When it comes to the business, for example, which is our branding agency, the theme changes and it's more about lifestyle, about travel, and about design. So if you scroll down, we can see more really bright pictures, and qualities obviously has to be really good. And we follow that theme through all the feeds. So we really want to make sure to kind of engage the customer and tell a story through our visuals. So it's very important not to show just the product, but to kind of create a more dynamic feed, to mix it up with maybe team photos or maybe flat lays. They really work, but the most important thing is to keep it really nice and bright, and to make sure that the filters that we use are really consistent, so we always have the same look and feel. And when we scroll down through a feed, we always have this really smooth kind of look.
Thank you so much, Martina. Martina is our creative genius at the branding agency, so super grateful for your wisdom, Martina. Now we have a question from one of our viewers, and the question is that my team doesn't do as good quality work as me help. And this is a very...
It's an interesting way to state a question.
Yeah, it's a great way to say the question, and it's a very common question. Actually, I had a call this morning with one of our members, and she runs a catering business, and she said one of her biggest problems now that she has applied the techniques, the strategies that she learned in the Clever Bunch program, and the business is growing. Now her challenge is that she has too much work and she needs to find people to help her do the work, but she finds it really hard to find motivated team members. So
team that do as good a quality as she does.
So I'm going to give you 4 things that you can think about. The first one is when you have different projects and different jobs going in your business, make sure that somebody is responsible for the task. So somebody has to be responsible. Even if there's 5 people working on it, nominate someone or let somebody self-nominate themselves to be in charge of it. Somebody has to drive the project. Number 2 is if it's a bigger project, you might need to check progress. So you might have progress, we call it huddles here. So sometimes you have a bigger project, somebody's responsible, and then we do huddles when we're about 20% into the project, then maybe 50%, then maybe 90%. Depends on your project, but you can do huddles. Huddles just means 10-minute meeting, 10-15-minute meeting, where you're just standing, you're checking in, how is it going, anything you need help with, what's holding you back from doing an amazing job. Number 3 is record your processes and your activities that you're doing more than once in Google Sites. So we have an operations manual built here for all of our businesses, and we record it in Google Sites. It's a free tool to use, and it's basically an online operations manual. It ensures that the quality of work keeps being high because the standard is recorded in the Google Sites. Number 4 is, depending again on your business and your team members, mentor your team. Depending on the task that they're doing, help them out. And most importantly, when you mentor, don't micromanage. I find that micromanaging will never make your team step up. And that's one of the biggest challenges actually that is part of this question, is that a lot of team members, if they don't feel entitled or not entitled, empowered, if they don't feel empowered, they find it really hard to stay motivated. So empower them to do great work. You know, one of my friends once said a really good thing. I was running a board meeting and I was just giving a few inputs and he said, he's a business consultant, he said, "You're like the color bomb." I'm like, what does it mean? He's like, you throw in bombs of colors for the team that they can then take which color they want and they can make it their own without micromanaging. And we found that this works really well here at Basic Nana. So
it's good to zero in. There's a difference, isn't there, too, between showing the level of quality you expect versus micromanaging. Like showing the level of quality, you can get into the details with someone and show them exactly how it's supposed to be. It could be anything like a design work on a computer, or it could be a gardening business, and you get down on your hands and knees and show them exactly how every blade of grass should be cut, but then leaving them to it. So it's okay to kind of show them what you expect, but not be on their back the whole time.
Exactly.
All right, so now we're going to check out a book recommendation from, who's going to be? Franziska. What do you got?
Well, it's not my book, but I will give you my book probably in a few episodes. It's my recommendation and it's called The 5 Love Languages. Actually, no, The 5 Languages of Appreciation in the Workplace. It's the same author this Gary Chapman guy, he also wrote The 5 Love Languages, which are the same languages. It's pretty much the same book, but this one is targeting more in the workplace, and the other one is also you can use in privacy, private life. So now, why this book? Because this book will help you appreciate your team and each team member in a way that they feel acknowledged. Because what he found, these authors, is that people have different ways of feeling acknowledged. Not everyone speaks the same love language, and there are 5 in general. At work here we made a poster. We use 4 because the 5th one is touch, and of course we don't want to get into trouble. So we didn't put touch on here. But there are 4 major ones that we use here, and what you can do is you can just Google the 5 love languages or the 5 languages of appreciation in the workplace, and you can do the test for free with your team. And I suggest that you get everyone in your team to do it. And then what we did is we made a map here. This is a poster that we have hanging in our headquarters with the different team members, that it shows us what are their ways of feeling appreciated. So somebody might be acts of service. Acts of service means that they feel appreciated when you do something kind for them. You make them maybe a tea, or you ask them, hey, are you okay? Do you need me to help you with some work? The next one is quality time. These are people that feel appreciated if you spend quality time with them. So when you have a meeting, let's say with Rusty, I make sure that I don't bring in my laptop and my iPhone, and you don't want to be distracted with them. You want to give them undivided attention. And the other one is words of affirmation. Some people are driven by... You're awesome. Yeah, by being affirmed, by telling them how amazing they are. And you want to do it in a very specific way. So you might want to say, hey, you're awesome because the way that you picked up the phone to help this one Clever Bunch member is amazing. So specific feedback, that is great. They love that. And the last one is gifts. Some people feel appreciated if you give them gifts. So if you have team members that enjoy gifts, send them gifts or give them gifts every now and then if you want to appreciate them. Awesome book, I highly recommend it. And I highly recommend you do this test also with your teams if you have a team and your families and friends even. You might find some really interesting information and it might help you to communicate differently or better also with your families, with your partners, with your friends, etc. Now, should we go into the word of wisdom?
Word of wisdom, yes. That's one of my very own today.
Oh, wow.
The word of wisdom for today is, it's not really a word, but just basically to blow up a myth. Like, nobody likes marketing. Well, that's a reality.
I like marketing.
I guess you like marketing when it's working. Everyone loves marketing when it's working, when they know what to do, or when they're learning new strategies, like when we work with Clever Bunch members and they're applying new things that inspires them and they start to see new results, then it's awesome. But most business owners don't get into business because they like marketing. So they get into business because they see an opportunity to make money, or they're educated in something, or they just, it's where their career path has led them, qualified in, or something like that. And they're good at what they do usually, but not necessarily marketers. So, you don't become an accountant because you want to be a marketer, or a leadership coach, or a sunglass manufacturer because you want to be a marketer. And this is really common. We hear it all the time. People saying, look, marketing's just annoying, or I just want someone else to do it. I don't want to even know about it. Now, the reality is, people the more you learn about marketing, the more you know what to do, the more exciting it becomes, as I was just saying. And the more you know what to look for, even if you have team, you can't ignore it doing marketing for you. The way that you remove yourself from marketing because you don't like it, that's okay. But there's ways we need to basically learn more about marketing so that we can have others do it, and we know what we're paying for. We know how to look at what they're doing to know whether it's being done right or wrong. We learn smarter ways to outsource that are really cost effective, because most people think when it comes to marketing, I'll just pay someone to do my SEO or manage my social media, or I'll get an intern and they'll do all the social media for us. And it's like going, okay, you look after bringing life into our organizations, look after breathing, but we need to know what we're looking for, and then we can outsource in smart ways. The smarter we get with marketing, and the more you know how to market better, you learn how to build your own team. So you don't have to do it, but you can't ignore it is the key here. You basically got to be responsible for making sure it happens, and you can move it to people and kind of orchestrate it and have it happen like us. If we had maybe held on to all the marketing activities we do at Basic Bananas, we might have grown to the team might have grown to half the size, for example, but we implement a lot of marketing, we learn how to do it, and then we move it off our plate. So we have a team doing it, and then because we're across it, as team implement these things, we know what they're doing, and we can look over it really quickly or get a number at the end of the week that tells us it's being done. So basically the key is on this thing is, even though you might not like marketing, it's a necessary evil, and the key is to keep educating yourself on it, forcing it to happen, and you'll end up doing less and getting better returns basically from everything you do. But I just wanted to kind of hit on that key point of that no one likes marketing, or think that marketing's annoying, or think we can just outsource it all. But we've got to be responsible for it to make sure it happens.
Awesome. Very good riff on that, and very, very long word of wisdom.
It's a long word.
On that note, let's close this word with hasta la vista. We'll see you next time. Au revoir, and till next time. Can't wait to have you back.
Bye for now.